Hello! Welcome back to Kits and Bits Gaming. I'm Rachel, and I'm back with Baldur's Gate 3! I'm very excited. So, we left off in the last episode. I did the Nautiloid. I made a character, which is all going to be sped up. You're not going to sit through that. I'm not about to do that. But we have Artemis, and we've officially landed. And now we are going to check ourselves for injuries.
You're more or less intact. A miracle, given everything you
I also have a little snack here. I have little mini tacos.
The tadpole is a death sentence, and the clock is ticking. You need a cure.
I do need a cure. Thank you so much, narrator. Okay. So, real quick. So this is all we've got open on our map. Okay. Let me get reorientated. Oh, it is just character sheet. I'm silly goose. Okay. So, nice. So, inventory. I was really hoping I would get started with quite a bit of gold, so that's great. Okay. Okay. Now, I did get a ranged melee weapon, so I do have this light crossbow. I believe these are the same exact. Yeah, let's go. Doesn't really matter. We're gonna go with that one. Let's see. Oh, Lae'zel. Oh no, who has the... I think Shadowheart picked up the blade in the last episode. So we're gonna keep with the quarterstaff for right now. I think, yeah, I think that's it. At least for right now. Cool. Nice. Okay, let's do this. All right. I don't think there's anything else here, so we're just gonna go. We're gonna loot. And we're gonna take his gold is what we're gonna do. And we're gonna talk to Shadowheart.
You're alive.
Yes, I am.
Alive. How is this possible?
Great question, babe.
I remember the ship. I remember falling. Then nothing.
Now what? Do you have any idea where we are?
I don't recognize this place.
Me either, babe.
But anything's an improvement on where we just came from.
That's accurate.
First things first. We need supplies, shelter, and most of all, a healer.
Also very true.
But we still have these little monsters in our heads.
I'm gonna scoot this forward. I hope that's not too loud. Okay. What happened to our Gith friend? Indeed, we better get moving. Let's see.
You might want to reconsider calling her a friend. Looks like she ran off without us. We need each other, and we both know what's at stake. Can't think of better company.
All right, let's get
One
moving.
thing, just before we go, I wanted to thank you again for freeing me.
Of course, no problem.
It would have been all too easy for you to run right past my pod, but you didn't. I'll remember that. Lead the way.
Yep, I like to stay on like a pretty good oh, I am gonna like level up though. Let's level up. I like to stay on a pretty good ooh, specialization available, health increased. Let's go. Okay. Circle of the Land, Circle of the Moon, and Circle of Spores. So I'm actually gonna do Circle of the Moon. I have an entire like thing to go about Circle of the Moon, which this is apparently one of the better subclasses for Druid, because you can do even like elemental stuff or like extra stuff. So I'm very excited to do this one. So we're gonna do Circle of the Moon. So I'm gonna do that, and then I have Fairy Fire, create or destroy water, and then speak with animals, and then cure wounds, and then I have Ice Knife. So I like these. Animal Friendship, I know this is like a spell that I can do, but I go back and forth, and then I do know that I have like the water. I really like having the water. I know Thunderwave is a really great option. So I'm thinking about, I want this one because I know there's that like fire, that area that's like on fire in Act 1, and I do believe that you can like call forth rain to have the entire area like put out, so that we can get everybody out. I'm like pretty positive. So I'm gonna try to do that because I'd like to try to save everybody in that manner, because I've never been successful at that. But I have the Ice Knife, which I do like, but I'm thinking about Enhanced Leap. I have Cure Wounds. I could do Healing Wind, but I have Cure Wounds, which is kind of the same thing. I really do like Thunder Wave, but Ice Knife has a better thing. So I think I'm going to hang on to that. This is one that I would be really interested in at some point, is doing Fog Cloud, because I really think that that could be a lot of fun. So I think I'm just going to accept the things that I have right now set up, because I still like that spell list. It's good to know that like I have access to all of them. It's really good that I have access to all of them. I just want to know at some point like what's going to be my best thing. So let's see. We have health increased for her. We have level 2 spell slot unlocked. Turn undead, invoke duplicity. So she has inflict wounds, guiding bolt, healing wind, shield of faith. That is like, that's really good. And cure wounds. So she's got 2 of these. So maybe we would be better to do something else. So this is that command spell that I didn't have before. I do think that this could be pretty nice to have. So I think I might be giving her command, because we have the Shield of Faith. So yeah, I really do love the Guiding Bolt. That's another really good one. So I think what we'll do is we'll get rid of this one. Hang on. And we'll do command. So I think that's what we'll do. It's good to know that we know these spells, I think is what I was trying to say before I kind of got into this. But then we would just have to like prepare them for before battle. So I do like that, like we could technically use any of these, but I do like that command. I do love the command idea. I didn't think about that being a thing, but I'm excited about it. Now that I know that that's a spell I can have and use to my advantage, I really think that that's going to be a good one to kind of have. Okay, so I just...
Water. There must be a settlement somewhere nearby.
Oh.
Something the matter?
Oh, so this is just what we did. Okay.
There's no story. None that you're entitled to hear, anyway. Just forget you ever saw it.
I do know she'll tell us about the artifact. So...
Must we? No harm in a little mystery, don't you think?
But... I don't know. I do think Shadowheart's kind of a bitch.
Easier's often less interesting. Besides, we've plenty of reason to rely on each other already. You can't confide in just anyone about a monster in your head.
That's true.
Thank you. I'm sure we'll get along perfectly well.
She's also like very sarcastic, and I do like that about her, but she's also like distrusting of other races, which I think is kind of silly.
We haven't gone all that far yet. What are you referring to exactly?
Well, you know.
Must I? Thinking about it won't help.
See,
We know what to do, so
this is what I mean. She's just
find
kind of
way
like a
to rid
little.
ourselves of these things. We've no solid
Okay.
leads right now, though.
Stop
We
that,
must get hunting.
cat.
If you discover anything that might help us, I'm all ears. I suppose we
What do you
go our
think?
separate ways. Not a slight on your company, of course.
Well, thanks. Where would you go?
Home. Baldur's Gate. There's someone waiting for me there. Someone I have to reach. As soon as possible.
Oh, okay. Friend, fam.
Thank
There we
you.
go. I'm trying to get
And
her
you're right.
like
It's
as comfortable
a
talking to me as
delicate
she
matter.
can.
Not something for light conversation.
So, all right, let's leave. So we're on the Ravaged Beach, and I believe this just opens up the map. Yeah, so we can go that way or this way. I don't think it matters, at least not at this point. But I am gonna loot. Mainly take gold. I do feel bad that I killed that guy. That was an accidental oops. But we're here now. Ooh, and then let's take supplies, because we always are gonna want supplies. Cat, please. Okay, that leads us, I think, into... Yeah, that leads us that way. So, before we go that way, let's head straight on, shall we? Ooh, do you have anything for me? A mug, a bottle, and a fish. I guess let's take that. Anything good here? Gold. As much gold as I can take. Ooh, the thieves' tools. That's for sure. Gonna want those. I'm gonna want some gold. Got nothing. Bottle, gold, and fish. I do know we're gonna want like stuff for the party. For like survival stuff. So like you're gonna always want supplies and things like that. So I do know that that is something you do want. And that's the first waypoint. So dope. All right. Ah, Shadowheart. I definitely want to be careful going through here because if I,
Those wretched things.
yeah, if I remember correctly, there is like some stuff. So let's see. Let's see. I don't think I can go that way quite yet. Let me open up my map. I sadly think both of these lead directly to... Like, I do know I need to go this way. Okay, he doesn't got anything. So I do think I have to deal with them. Which is unfortunate, but... In the battle we go! I don't think they're that bad to deal with, if we're gonna be completely honest. Especially when they come towards you. Like, it makes it a little bit easier. But, we're definitely gonna kill them. And they're also partially damaged, so...
Best keep some distance,
That
or
helps.
this will be a short fight.
And then let's use some guiding bolt. And that's how you do that. There we go. All right, and then end turn, and then let's see. Let's just use a main hand attack. Beautiful. Oh look, you can take their brain. And then let's move here. And end turn. Because he's just gonna dash towards me. And attack. Let's move here. And then let's use some guiding bolt.
You fight well. Perhaps our survival isn't such a distant prospect.
Yeah, I don't think it's a distant prospect. Ooh, there's a chest up there. I don't want to die. Let's see. I would like to jump, however. Can I open this? Oh, look, cool, poison. Interesting. Okay. All right, let's jump back down. All right, onward. Cool. Alrighty, so that's done. Now, anything in here? Open. Ooh, the more thieves' tool, the better. Oh, it's locked. Am I able to pickpocket? Or pick that lock? Okay. Alright. Let's see. Oh, look, there's a pod. I do believe we are gonna encounter Astarion.
Hurry! I've got one of those brain things cornered.
I got one of those brain things cornered.
You can kill it, can't you? Like you killed the others?
Here's the thing. Definitely, let's see. Alright, let's go find a cure. I think... I'm trying to think what's gonna be the best action for him. And I really do think it's gonna be, because I do know, like, in one action he's going to, like, kind of, like, try to take me down. And the other option is, he's going to, like, try and, like, take me out. And I'd prefer him not to end on him, like, trying to take my throat.
There. Can you see it?
Just a dumb bore. You're relieved until you see the flash of a dagger.
Ooh.
Don't we? I saw you on the ship. Free, scuttling about.
Oh, so he was in one of the pods.
Those tentacle... Ah!
Your mind twists. You're looking out of unfamiliar eyes, prowling dark, busy streets. You try to hold the memory, but it fades to the worm. The light, the fear.
What was that? What's going on? The worm. Of course.
Yeah, it does.
That explains things.
Yeah, it does.
And to think, I was ready to decorate the ground with your innards.
Well, I appreciate that.
Apologies.
Apology accepted. I mean, they've done the same thing if the roles were reversed.
A kindred spirit. My name's Astarion. I was in Baldur's
Astarion.
Gate when those beasts snatched me. A pleasure. So, do you know anything about these worms?
Yes, unfortunately they'll turn us into mind flayers. I know we don't want them in our heads. You know as much as I do. That's all I know.
Of course it'll turn me into a monster. What else did I expect? Although, it hasn't happened yet. If we can find an expert, someone that can control these things, there might still be time.
That would be the ideal option. You should travel with me, control it, need to get moving. You should travel with me.
No, I was ready to go this alone, but maybe sticking with the herd isn't such a bad idea. And you seem like a useful person to know.
Thank you.
All right, I accept.
All right.
Lead on.
So we have Astarion in the party. So next person we need to grab is, I believe, Gale. So
There, a mind flayer, and it's hurt.
That thing's bound to be dangerous, even if injured. Best be careful.
Hang on. Before I do this part, I think I'm gonna go back and I'm gonna go, because this is the way we came. So I think I can get Gale that way. So let's back up real quick. Because I would like to, I'd like to have Mr. Gale in the crew. And that should lead back down where we were. This I should be able to loot. Potion of speed. Ooh. I don't know what this is, but I can always sell it. Oh, I'm on fire now. Okay, that leads up to him.
Footprints. There may be even more that survived the crash.
Oh, okay.
Dead goblins over there.
With that
Worth checking for supplies, maybe.
looks unstable somehow.
Okay, let's see. This should be Gale. Should be.
The sigil on the stone. Magic glitters and swirls from it erratically, as if malfunctioning. It looks slightly dangerous.
Let's touch it.
A hand? Anyone?
Why not? Alright, let's do it. Let's roll the die. Woohoo! Crit success! At least I haven't gotten like a crit failure yet.
Whatever you're doing is working wonders. Now a quick little pull should do the trick.
Alright, let's help Gale. And yank. Cat. I now have a cat with me who's causing chaos. I have one that's asleep, and now I have Bart. There's like a 50-50% chance that he is just gonna cause mass fucking chaos in here with me. Huh, buddy?
Hello. I'm Gale of Waterdeep.
Nice to meet you.
Usually better at this.
Okay, child. My small cat.
A bit shocked, but friend.
Please
it's
sit
a
still.
relief
Thank you.
and a pleasure to make your acquaintance. Say, but I know you, don't I? In a manner of speaking. You were on the Nautiloid as well.
Yes, I was. Never mind the modeloid. How did you get stuck in the stone? You don't trust this man, draw your weapon. I was,
I
yes.
assume you too were on the receiving end of a rather unwelcome
Okay, cat.
insertion in the ocular region.
If you hear purring, it's my cat. I could have phrased it more repellently myself. That's hardly any of your business.
No use
Yeah.
sugarcoating it, is there? The insertee we speak of, this parasite, are you aware that after a period of excruciating gestation, it will turn us into mind flayers?
Sadly.
A process known as ceramorphosis, and let me assure you, it is to be avoided.
I would prefer to also avoid it.
By any chance, do you? A doctor? Surgeon? Uncannily adroit with a knitting needle?
No.
You
None
seem
of those
to know
things.
enough about our condition to realize it's beyond most clerics' skills.
Most, no doubt, but I find myself hoping to be in the presence of the few. You don't happen to be one of them.
No.
As we've established, few enough can. It's not exactly a common affliction.
It's
We're
not?
most certainly going to need a healer, and soon, too. How about we lend each other a helping hand once more and look for a healer together?
Sure, Gale. You're welcome to join.
Excellent. A parasite shared is
I
a
will say,
parasite
like,
halved.
it's so funny because, like, nobody, I feel like nobody I know wants to get romance Gale, but he's not a horrible choice of a romance option.
Thank you for pulling me out of that stone. It's an act of foresighted kindness, I assure you. I have the feeling ample opportunities will present themselves for me to return the favor.
I hope so. I hope you better save me. Okay, so we have Gale in the party. Woo! Now, okay, so we have Gale. Now, if I recall, so let's just go back now and let's just make sure the map is not dark, so that way we kind of have everything all connected, because it's kind of nice to have that ta-da. And then this is the chapel entrance, which I'm not going to go up there right now because I want to make sure we get our Gith Yankee friend. So, alright, so far we have found Gale, so we've got the overgrown ruins, we have the roadside cliff. I think what we're gonna do is follow the roadside cliff. Can't remember if we're gonna go this way or this way, but we're gonna go one of these two directions, and that should run us into Lae'zel. I think we actually want to go on the upward path. Yeah, I believe we want to go on the upward path, so I think we want to head this way.
Broken. Must have been here a while.
And if, I do know that Lae'zel is trapped here somewhere. So we're gonna make sure to find Lae'zel. She's in one of these. No, she's along here. Oh,
I hear shouting up ahead.
oh, the other thing that I wanted to make sure I got.
Need a shovel to dig this up. It's packed too tight.
I've heard you can't get blood from a stone, but apparently you can get a wizard from one. Gale seems interesting.
Yeah. I love that he's standing right there in the background as she's like, Gale seems interesting. Oh, that's hilarious. Okay. Let's see. I do know, I want...
Don't fancy getting my hands dirty. I need a shovel.
Aha. So I want the shovel. And then use. And I should be able to get a chest out of this. Nice! Nice! And that gets me Gold and a bronze ingot. I knew there was a shovel here, so I'm really glad I got that. Because I've missed that in previous playthroughs, and I read a whole thing on, like, don't miss the shovel. So...
Open the bloody gate! Nobody gets in! Zevlor's orders! That pack of goblins will be on us any second! What's going on? Goblins are on our tail! Open
I need to go backtrack. I've gone too far.
You let goblins here? Where is the
Wait.
Druid? Please, there's no time!
Hang on. We're gonna load game. We're gonna reload that, because I don't need to be triggering that. I've gone too far. Rachel needs to backtrack. Just to the shovel is what I need to backtrack to. Hi, cat. Because I want to make sure I don't miss Lae'zel, and I want to make sure that I go and find Withers. So I do need to go to the church. But I want to make sure I do that before... where am I? Hang on. Let me see. I have the shovel in my inventory. Whoop. Okay, I do have the shovel. So, I don't want to go forward then, because that'll trigger that. So let's backtrack this way. So this is the Emerald Grove. Okay, so we want to backtrack a little bit more, because what we don't want to do is we don't want to trigger that, because we want to make sure we have Lae'zel in our party. So we want to make sure we're heading back towards the wreckage. Aha! There's Miss Lae'zel.
Zoru was right. Yellow as a toad, twice as ugly.
The
Oh,
thing's
be nice to
dangerous.
Lae'zel.
Leave it for the goblins to kill.
Your skull pounds in response to the prisoner's white-hot stare. Her lips don't move, yet you hear her voice.
Get rid of them.
And
Under elf.
Lay time, I miss her.
let's see if we can just get them to walk away. It's very interesting because they had a really bad reaction to me. But in things previous, like, oh, well. Critical failure.
Not
Oopsies.
happening. Demaze, now.
I've never had to deal like with killing them, so
Let's go.
oh, it looks like I can do a non-lethal attack, huh? Hide, disengage, help. Okay, they're gonna just try to kill me, so I guess we're just gonna... I was hoping that I didn't have to do, like, a... Ah, okay. Let's see. Let's just, you know... Let's just knock him out.
Can't afford to let up. On I go.
Okay, and then... Oh, oops. And then, let's just do this. And... Sure. Oh. Well, I didn't mean to kill him. Oops.
Sometimes the only way out is through. Best be on my way.
Oops. Oopsies. I guess I'm shooting a bow. I have no idea if that was a great idea, but
Step quick.
I do know he has a bonus action as well. Sure.
Swords meet sorcery. On my way.
Sure. And then I guess we're gonna... yeah, sure. Let's do lightning bolt. Which bolt?
Enough dawdling. Get down.
We're gonna loot. I didn't necessarily mean to do this, but we're here now. So... He's got a potato! Huh? Alright, let's steal this potato. This armor, and ta-da. Okay. And let's see. Alright. Nope. Let's see. How can I get something down? Let's see. Let's throw something.
Enough dawdling. Get me down.
Oh, you know what would be better? R1. Okay. Can I do... How do I get this down? Okay, hang on. Let's see, let's do that, and then... Oh, there we go. Okay. Let's see.
Something the matter?
Oh, well. Let's see. Dee dee dee. Okay, throw something. Huh. Do I not have anything to get her down? Hang on. Okay, let's...
A long way to go still.
Okay, let's see. Let's do that. There we go.
The tadpole hasn't yet scrambled all your senses. Auspicious. But the longer we wait, the more it consumes.
Yeah, you're not wrong.
My people possess the cure for this infection. I must find a creche. You will join me.
Oh.
It is many things.
Yeah, what is it? A
Hatchery,
creche.
a training grounds, a shelter.
Githyanki protocol is clear. When infected with a Gale tadpole, we must report to Augustil for purification.
Yeah. I'm sure that doesn't mean anything.
You may
Great.
as well suggest a wyvern bow to worms. The cure I offer will suffice as thanks.
Fair enough. If it cures.
You're full up. Dismiss someone first.
I'm actually gonna send Gale.
Keeping your greatest weapon in reserve, eh? An excellent strategy.
Good.
Because
Our victory is
I like having her in the beginning here. She's like a super great.
ally from Kresh Kalir. Few know such fortune. Call me Lae'zel. Come. The Horned Ones mentioned a camp. One there, this Zoru, has seen Githyanki. A Kresh must be near. We will ask this Zoru where he has seen my kin.
Okay, so before we do any of that, oh,
Is that blood?
yeah, it's blood.
Never mind.
So before we do any of that, we are going to find, because I do know that there are, let's see, the roadside cliffs. So I'm going to go back down because there should be some, I believe there's a couple dwarves somewhere along here. That should have like a pretty good like loot. If I can't find them, that's okay. It's not the end of the world. But I do know I'd like to find them, so I might find them like off camera. I know they were on the way, or they're supposed to be on the way to like where Gale is. Oh, well that's my timer. So I think I'm gonna find that off camera, so I can locate them. But thank you all so much for watching me here at Kids and Bits Gaming. I'm Rachel. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and especially for more Baldur's Gate. This is gonna be so much fun. I'm having the time of my life right now. So don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more Baldur's Gate 3. I am having lots of fun. I'm gonna go locate those dwarves, and then I will see you all in the next one. Bye! Winnie, gotta move! I gotta go turn this off! I gotta go find some dwarves! I gotta go get their loot. Get your butt moving. Get your moving butt.